Hey, what's going on, Taurus? Butch here. I'm going to do your August read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Taurus for August 2023? What's going on for Taurus? What do we see for Taurus? What message do we have for Taurus universe? All right, Taurus. So the first thing that I see, Taurus, is I feel like this is someone that you already know, or at least someone that you're getting to know. And I feel like coming up, I do feel like there is going to be some hot and cold with this person. You know, I feel like the connection you have with this person, I feel a really strong bond that you have with this person, but the actions don't match the feeling that you get. You know, you see something in this person, you saw something in this person, but you're not understanding why there's this hesitation, why it feels like they're shutting you out, you know, why they have their walls up. You know, the self-imposed prison that they put themselves in. You know, why? And I feel like a lot of whys coming before the answers come, but the answers are coming. The reason why this person is acting the way they are, what they're hiding from you, is that this person is feeling a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, because they want to be very badly, they want to be the person that you see. But I feel like this person has been juggling a lot. You know, they're biting off more than they can chew. And it's almost like they have this choice inside them, whether to be open and honest and tell you everything that's going on, or to hide it from you. And I feel like they're not hiding it from you to hurt you. They're hiding it from you because they don't want to fail you. They don't want to disappoint you. And with all the things going on, they feel like that's exactly what they'll do. You know, they don't want to lose you. You know, they want you to trust them. They want to be able to trust you, and they trust their own feelings for you. You know, I feel like this person is spending a lot of time in their head. You know, they're trying to fight this fight by themselves. But what they don't realize is when you're with someone, when you want to be with someone, and you're in a partnership, you got to be honest with each other. You know, it's the weakest link. And if they're not sharing it with you, it almost feels like a betrayal of sorts. Like, why are you not telling me things? Why are you holding back? And why they're holding back is because they don't want to disappoint you. In a nutshell, that's what it is. They feel like a failure because they're handling more than they can. You know, they're trying to handle more than they can. And instead of bringing you in, it feels like they're pushing you away. This with this person, I feel like you both want the same thing. I feel like you're on the same page. I just feel like they're overwhelmed right now. And that's the point of having a partner. At the very core of it all is to have someone that you can trust, depend on, and be there for you. Just like you are going to be there for them. You are going to depend on them, and they're going to depend on you. It's being that rock for someone. And if you can't let them in, then you're just kind of leaving them out in the cold. With, like I said, with that Five of Pentacles, that hot and cold. The connection's great. There's definitely a bond with this person that you share. But the worst thing you can do is shut your person out. Because not only do they feel left out, but they also feel like you don't trust them. And if you don't trust them, why do they trust you? And there's also the feeling of, in some cases, people can start to wonder and start making assumptions of what you're hiding from them. If you feel like, it feels like someone's hiding from you or hiding something from you, it's very common for us to try to, imagine what the hell are they hiding from us that they can't tell us. One thing I know for sure is this person, you make them very happy. They just don't think they can make you as happy as you make them. They feel like they let you down. They're feeling defeated about that. That's what's causing this person. Because they see you as the person that they can build their life with. They see you as a person they can build a strong foundation, a strong future with. Someone that's on the same page, someone that makes them happy, someone that they just enjoy being with. But they don't feel themselves. They don't feel like they can reciprocate that. So it's almost like they go into hiding. They're overthinking the shit out of this. That's clear. With that Four of Swords. They're spending too much time in their head, in their own head. But at the end of the day, they think they're doing it for you. They're thinking about you. And they're keeping you in their thoughts, and they want to make you happy, and they just don't feel like, there's a point when it gets to a point where they feel like they can't. But I do feel like there is going to be, things are changing. And I feel like this funk that they're going to sit into, they are going to come out of it. I see new stability coming out. And I feel like that's going to make them a little bit happier. And it's going to be, things are going to start to work itself out. And I feel like once things start happening, and once they really get that feeling that they're pushing you away, which is not their intentions at all, it's not what they want to do at all, it's the last thing on their mind. But when they really start to see more clearly, they're going to see that. And I feel like it's going to cause some big changes. And one of those changes, I feel like this person's going to open up to you. They're going to tell you what's been going on. They're going to give. This person will show up for you. And I feel like they're going to find out that you'll show up for them. Don't give up on them don't give up on them yet. They don't want you to. They're doing, I feel like they're in a bad place and they need you. And I feel like I said, around the corner, they're coming out of this. This is not something that's going to last. I feel like you will get what you want from this. You'll get everything that you wanted. Everything you thought you could get from this person, you will get that and more. I just feel like they're going through a very difficult time right now. And it's even more so difficult because they're not sharing it. I can relate. I feel like as a parent and as a partner, there's some days when I feel like I'm failing. I feel like I'm not doing enough. And the last thing I want to do is tell somebody about it, because then I put it out there, then I make it real. But as long as I keep it to myself and I work through it, I'll come out the other end. But that's the thing, when you're with someone, you gotta be transparent, you gotta be open, you gotta be honest with them and let them know, even if they can't fix it. Most problems your partner maybe not be able to fix. But the fact that they're involved in it makes them feel involved in something. It's like being in a partnership when it comes to business. One person handles one side of the business, the other person handles the other side. If shit's going wrong on that other side, you need to know. And when they're honest with you, when you have open, honest communication, it's a lot easier to solve the problem. And sometimes, like I said, sometimes your partner can't fix the problem. Sometimes just putting it out there can start to relieve that stress. You're not in a partnership, you're not in a relationship to be alone. For the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, like I said, I do see new stability coming. I do see this person taking a step forward. And once they start clearing their head a little bit, once they start getting out from this rut that they're in, I feel like they are going to open up to you. And I feel like when they open up to you, they'll find the answer was there the whole time. And I do see this moving forward. I do see a lot of happiness. We have the Chariot. Once they realize they can trust themselves, they can trust you, I feel like that's a breaking point here that is going to be a huge step forward. I feel like it's one of the biggest hurdles when you first meet someone is getting to a point where you can trust them. You can be honest with them without judgment. It's hard to trust people. I grew up with trust issues, and I know that. But what happens is one day you'll meet someone, and that person deserves every bit of you, just like you think you deserve every bit of them. And you do. And like I said, they may not be able to solve the problem for you, but sometimes just talking it out, having someone's ear can be enough. They're not feeling like enough, but they're getting there. Like I said, they need you to have their back. And once they know that you do, you'll have a loyal person in your life for life. They will have your back. It's hard, especially the first real instance you get in a relationship, the first real difficult moment. Once you get through that and see how it all played out, the next moment is easier. They're afraid of failing you. And I feel like, not only do they feel like they're failing, but they feel like they're failing you, and they don't want to tell you. It's almost like they screwed up and they don't want you to know. Because they feel like you're going to look at them a certain way. But it was meant to be. Then things will move forward. But like I said, you got to be honest with each other, because if you're not honest, then what do you have? But like I said, that it can be this can be a very confusing situation. Feeling like you're really doing something with someone, feel like you're really moving forward with someone, and all of a sudden they put the brakes on. They go distant, they get cold. They feel like they're not even there sometimes, but they're not giving you any answers. So it's almost like on you to figure it out for yourself. And that's not fair to do to someone that you care about. We need to be honest and open with each other. And if that person doesn't, if you're open and honest with your person and they can't handle that, they don't want to be with it, they don't want to be involved in it, or if they leave you, then with this person, we have Aries, we have some Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Maybe a little Leo as well. You know, that's the make or break point for a lot of relationships, is when shit hits the fan. You can be with someone, feel a great connection with that person, feel the chemistry, feel like you're exactly where you want to be on the good days. You know, you have a lot of fun with this person, you have a good time with this person, you communicate well with this person, you feel comforted by this person, you feel like you're in your safe place. All that's very easy in the happy times. But what makes or breaks a real relationship is what happens in the shit times, when shit hits the fan. And the worst thing you can do is shut somebody out, because they not only they feel like lost, they feel like they have answers that or questions that aren't being answered, but they also feel like you don't care. Because if you cared, why can't you be honest with them? You know, there's so many people. My uncle and my aunt, I don't even know how the relationship works, to be honest with you, because my uncle doesn't say a damn word. You know, the house could be on fire, he'd come in very calmly, grab a bucket of water, and go out and try to put it out himself. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. And they end up, not to get too personal, but they end up losing their house a few years ago because he lost his job. He got up every morning, went out looking for a job, dressed in his old work clothes, so she thought he still was working. They were spending their savings. She didn't know about it. And it's a mixture of pride. You know, sometimes you gotta swallow your pride. And like I said, when they came to foreclose on their house, she had no idea. They're still together. You know, things are better now because she keeps an eye on things, but he still doesn't talk. So I don't know how it works. But I don't think that's a recipe for success. But like I said, don't give up on them, because they wouldn't give up on you. They're not giving up on you. They're just afraid to fail. And they're afraid of you seeing them fail. You know, one of the worst things about failing when you're in a relationship is not only failing yourself, but knowing that you failed someone else. I don't feel like they failed you, though. I feel like a lot of it's in their head. And the sooner they get it out there, the sooner they open up that communication, the sooner they'll realize and feel more comfort in the situation. You know, that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.